Hey guys, welcome back to Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Well, a few of you guys voiced your opinion when I did the Umai versus the Crazy Dave experiment. And you're right, it was a little unfair, and I appreciate you taking kind of like, my side when I stayed neutral, saying, Dave, you kind of discounted yourself because it wasn't a fair contest. Okay, fair enough. So what am I going to do? Well, round two. I'm going to take the same cut of ribeye, I'm going to try to split it in half so it's equal, and I'm going to do exactly what the Umai guys say. Put it over here. Put it into my normal fridge for the Umai, and then we're going to put mine, Crazy Dave, in my calibrated Coke machine dry ager. Well, I'm not going to show you step by step how I do it. I'll kind of cut in and cut out as I go through the process because I don't want this video to be an hour like the last one. I want it to be quick, simple, easy, and I want to give you guys a second chance to see whether or not Umai still comes out on top or is it actually Crazy Dave. We're going to find out here. Now, if Umai wins again, well, actually, it was never a contest, but if Umai comes out on top, I should say, then what? It's a whole new ball game. Well, stay with me, Crazy Dave here, as we venture into round two of Umai takes on Crazy Dave. Okay, guys, so what do we got here? We've got a 21.93 pound bone-in ribeye. Now, I picked this baby up back on the 22nd of November. It's been wet aging in my cooler here for a few days. But we're going to split this baby up. And I think I got a, what do we got? A 7 bone here? Let's take a look if I can count these. I think we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got about 7 bone here, but I'm going to try to split it in half, give or take. And that way the weights are about equal here. And I'm going to show you guys the weight before we actually put them into the cooler here. Okay, guys, so I took the ribeye out of the refrigerator. I removed it from the cryovac. And what I actually did is, it's a 7 bone. So I actually removed one of the bones. I'm going to cook that for dinner. Yum. But these are about equal weight. And I'm going to go ahead and weigh them. And you'll see over here, we're going to put on a scale. You'll see it's zeroed out. Okay, and we're going to watch the scale. Now we got 8.7, 8.8 on this one here. Okay, now we're going to remove it. Grab this one here. Check the weigh in. And guess what? We got 8.7. So guys, these are almost identical ways. It came from the exact same ribeye, so I cut it in half. I removed one of the steaks. You see over here, we're going to have some nice, beautiful ribeye dinner. And this thing is, I mean, that is tender as can be. We'll put this over here so it can kind of rest. We're going to season that baby up. But first, I've got to pack these things up, get them in the coolers, and including the refrigerator over here. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is the Umai here. We vacuum sealed it. We wrote 50 days on here. 12/17 is today's date. February 5th is the target date at 50 days. Now, we're going to put in a Crazy Dave in his cooler.
Hey guys, a little coffee bean here. Well, it is day 50, and over here we have Crazy Dave's Kitchen, and over here we have the Umai. But first, my dad needs to explain what this is all about.
Thanks so much, a little coffee bean, for that introduction. Guys, yes, this is Crazy Dave's Kitchen versus the Umai, take 2. You're like, okay, take 2, how what? Okay, if you don't know what we're talking about, go back into the videos and look up Crazy Dave versus Umai. Okay, now it's not labeled part 1, so just look up Crazy Dave versus Umai. What I did in that first video is I took the ribeye and I split it up. I put both of them actually into my dry ager, which is calibrated by temperature and humidity. And a lot of the guys were like, Dave, that's kind of unfair. You cheated yourself because the Umai said you can use this, your home fridge. So I said, okay, let's do it fair. So I did the same thing. I split the roast up. We weighed them earlier, as you saw. They were exactly 8.7 to 8.8 pounds apiece. I stuck one into the Coke fridge in the garage, which is my dry ager, and I put the other one in the bag into the fridge here. Both of them had the sensor push temperature monitor in it, so I'm going to show you guys pictures of that so you kind of see the graphs of what was happening. Well, now we're going to take them out. We're going to weigh them for you guys. We know what the starting point was. We're going to weigh it with the pellicle, see what that is, so we kind of see, make sure they're still compared to each other, or did one lose more moisture and the other one did not? Well, stay with us. We're going to weigh them in, and we'll be right back.
Okay guys, so now we are going to weigh both of the meats out. So over here we have Crazy Dave's, and it started at 8.8. So let's see what it is now. Look at that. It is 7.05. Sorry. So now we're gonna do the Umai. I'm sorry I'm messing up. Oh, I almost had the cutting board with it. It is the exact same weight. That's actually really surprising. I never come across that.
Okay guys, so you saw the weigh-in. Now, Little Coffee Bean forgot to tell you what the Umai starting weight was, and that was 8.70 pounds. But as you can see, they both started at the same weight or very, very close, and they both ended the dry aging 50 days, also exactly 7.05 pounds. That's awesome. So now it's time for us to trim these babies up, and we're going to weigh the pellicle and see exactly what is the loss. Because guess what? One may have very little pellicle, which mine is known not to have a lot of pellicle, and the Umai may have a lot. Okay guys, so now we're just going to go ahead and open up the Umai bag. So we're going to use the knife here. I'm just going to rip it off here. Now it comes off pretty easy. Just grab it, pull it off. Now what I noticed right away compared to mine over here on the left is the Umai seems really like, wow, an overwhelming beefy smell. I mean, this is wow. That's really overwhelming. I might even have a Little Coffee Bean come over here real quick and smell this, because I don't know if I like that smell. Compared to mine, there's no smell. Come over here, Little Coffee Bean. Take a look at that. Take a whiff. Tell me what the difference is. Do you smell any different?
Okay.
And what about this? What about mine?
Okay, first of all, the Umai smells like dead fish.
It smells like mold, right?
Yeah, yours? Yours doesn't
Well,
smell like anything.
I'm even, guys, I don't know if you see me on camera or not right now, but my nose is, let's see here. Let me see if I can grab a ruler or something, because my nose is a good 16 inches, I would say. And this is really overpowering on this. This is wow, okay? Again, we're gonna trim this up, but guys, I don't know if you can see that on the camera. That's a lot of mold. Look at that. On the Umai. Now the Umai was in my personal home fridge. This is Crazy Dave's. Very, very, very little mold, even on this side. Okay, but we're gonna trim these up, and we're gonna start doing it. But guys, this one here was like, take out the bag. It was like, oh man, what died? All right, I'm waiting for biohazard control to come over here and ask me what did I kill in my house. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But let me go ahead and trim these babies up. We'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is the Umai. When I cut into it, again, it was an overwhelming smell of just extreme beefiness, but look at the color. I'm not worried about the jagged marks because I had to kind of move the blade around. When you start trimming the steaks, you kind of trim that off using a fillet or a knife or something. Now we're gonna come back over to here to the right and go to Crazy Dave's. This is Crazy Dave's. The color is pretty much almost the same. I mean, really nice, okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish trimming these up. I'm gonna make the steaks. Then I'm gonna go ahead and trim off the pellicle. We're gonna weigh them and see what the real difference is.
Okay guys, so now that my dad has taken off the pellicle off the meat itself, this is actually really surprising, but both bags of meat weigh the exact same thing. Hold on. 2.45 pounds. And as I said, that is like amazing. So that means that this contest right here is neck to neck, and I don't know who will win at this point.
Thank you so much, Little Coffee Bean. Yeah, guys, that's amazing. I was blown out of the water. When I started trimming up the pellicle, we weighed them, we put them in a gallon Ziploc bag. I mean, check it out. 2.45 pounds for Crazy Dave's Kitchen here, and 2.45 for the Umai. Now, one of the things I mentioned earlier when I first opened up, the overwhelming smell coming up that Umai. It went away, so I'm thinking it's because it's kind of in that sealed bag environment, which mine was in the open air, that it kind of traps some of the gases, because that's what the Umai does. It lets the gases out, nothing back in, and I think when I went to open it, it just had all that extra gas that had to escape. So I'm not talking down on Umai, just wanted to let you guys know that when you open your bag and you smell that, don't think automatically that the meat is bad, because honestly, come over here and look at this. That's Umai. And that is absolutely amazing. And guys, the smell is gone. Now go to your left. You'll see that that's Crazy Dave's Kitchen there. And then the color is absolutely amazing. They compare to each other. And again, this bad smell that I commented in the beginning, it went away. So coming up, I'm gonna cook these things up. Now, I got a few of my neighbors involved. I couldn't do the shout out like Dino Dan did. Thanks, Dino Dan, for doing that shout out in the last contest. This time, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and participate. Little Coffee Bean's gonna participate. Crazy Mommy, as you guys know, she's gonna go ahead and participate. I know you guys love her honest reviews, right? And I'm gonna do my neighbors. I'm gonna give them the same sheets. The only difference is the neighbors are not gonna go on camera. So stay with us. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. The final results coming up next.
Hey guys, Little Coffee Bean here with my mom, and I have her right here with us to do. That's nice, don't you think?
I think so.
That's nice.
I think I'm supposed to figure out which one
10
of
out
these
of
is
10.
which.
10 out of 10 intro. 10 out of 10. Hey guys, a Little Coffee Bean. Hey guys, a Little Coffee Bean here with my mom, as you guys know her as Crazy Mom E. So we have her here today to figure out which meat belongs to who. And I'm not going to say anything because that's up to her to figure that out. So, go right ahead.
Okay. Let's see.
You can sniff it. Alright, there's a lot of sniffing you doing.
Quiet down in the peanut gallery. Okay, let's say this one's Umai, and that's Crazy Dave.
So the one on the left is Crazy Dave's.
That one's Crazy Dave.
Okay.
This one's Umai.
And it's Umai. Okay. So I'll be honest with you, you're actually right, but can you give the viewers any insight as to what made you pick each one?
There is a very distinctive, subtle smell of beef that distinguishes the two from each other.
Like a good beef, bad beef? Like how, I mean, be more specific.
I'm just very familiar with how it smells when you dry age it. So it's that familiarity of past smell tests that made me choose this one as yours, because it just smells like previous beefs that you've done.
Okay, so the Umai has a little bit slightly different smell.
It's less beefy.
So you did it from prior knowledge, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, obviously, the olfactories here, you know.
Okay, guys. So I guess
I mean, you're his wife,
This one
so I
is
guess
less
you must
beefy smell.
less beefy smell. Okay, so the Umai is less beefy, but Crazy Dave's gives her that familiar smell.
I mean,
So,
you're his wife, so you must know.
Is that good or bad? I don't know, but I guess when the wife knows that smell, you better go by her instinct. Okay, guys, welcome back to Crazy Dave's Kitchen, where we do the Umai over here versus Crazy Dave's Kitchen. This is a part 2 of a 2-part video. This is where we do the contest all over again, and we basically do it with the Umai in my home fridge and Crazy Dave's in the dry ager. Well, right now these are vacuum sealed. That's because in the last episode we didn't have time to actually cook them up. So tonight we're going to open these babies up. I'm going to season them with a little bit of salt and pepper. We're going to use equal parts on both of the steaks. Then we're going to go ahead and fire up the grill, cook them up, and give them to the neighbors to taste test. Okay, guys, so now I took the steaks out of the vacuum pack, and you're like, okay, well, how do you tell whose is who? Easy. I put a toothpick over here, if you can see that. That is how we identify the Umai, okay, versus Crazy Dave. Now, over here, I have 2 containers, okay, and basically what I did is 2 tablespoons of 50-50, salt and pepper, also called the zebra blend. So I'm going to go ahead and use the 2. Right now I'm just going to sprinkle 1 on it, on one side. We're going to turn it over. And basically we're keeping this kind of separate. And we're going to keep rolling this blend of salt and pepper into the ribeye here. Okay, we're just going to get it nice and crusty. Now if it falls off, that's fine. But we want to make sure that our measurements are exactly the same. That's the Umai over there. We're going to come over here to Crazy Dave. Same thing. Season it up with the salt and pepper. Same thing. Just season it up. Kind of rub it in there a little bit. And we're going to also put it on the sides. And kind of just finish it off and roll it in there. Now, you'll notice that a lot of the spices are coming off right now. That's fine. As I fire up the grill, I'm going to come back every now and then and just rotate the steaks so that it picks up the salt and the pepper. Now remember, I can still keep this separate. So that way there, as I am cooking, I can still sprinkle that on. No big deal. Now, I'm going to go out to the outside, fire up the grill, and we're going to go ahead and get that baby nice and hot. Now I went ahead and I pulled the steaks off the grill, and I know it's really hard to tell on the black tray here. But on the left is Crazy Dave's, and on the right is the Umai. I cooked them up at 3 minutes per side, and I kept rotating them over and over and over again until I reached an internal temperature of 140 degrees. I kind of wanted a medium rare there. Now I'm going to go ahead and let these rest for about 5 minutes, and then slice them up. Okay guys, so these rested at about 5 minutes each side, and I rotated them, just kind of let them chill. Just going to trim off some of the gristle here, kind of still form the steaks, put that up to the side. Indian Liberty treats. Shh, don't tell the wife. Alright, so we're just going to cut into this. I'm using this beautiful Cutco knife here that one of my friends Henry gave to me. So we're just going to cut into this baby. And I want to show you guys in 1 second here what this looks like. Now remember, I'm doing a taste test with my neighbors, so I am going to cut these up a little bit smaller. And there's that last piece here. Alright, so we're going to do, I guess what Mark Helmendaller likes to do is he likes to stand it up, lay it down, stand it up. He likes to lay it down. We're going to stand it up, lay it down, stand it up. Lay it down and stand it up, I guess. Somehow figure that one out. Or just take that one away. But guys, that is Crazy Dave's. Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and move that over to the tray. I'm gonna cut them up with those smaller pieces, and that way I can give them to my blind taste tester. Stay with me. I'm gonna cut into that Umai in 1 second. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Crazy Mommy here, and I am going to be trying the dry aged beef between Crazy Dave's and Umai. So as you guys know, I was able to sniff out which one was which. So let's see how this taste test goes. I'm gonna actually start with Crazy Dave because I'm familiar with this taste. Okay, and it tastes exactly like a Crazy Dave's dry aged beef. So stand by. Chew, chew, chew. Okay, that tastes exactly the same as always. Now, time for Umai. I want to take this extra red bloody piece right here. I told him, cook it so it's barely legal. I like my meat cooked barely legal. Whatever the bare minimum amount of time is on the grill, that's how much time it needs to be on, and it needs to come off immediately. All right, here's the deal. I actually do like the Umai better. However, it is my strong belief it's because it's actually more rare than Crazy Dave's. And I love bloody red meat. So, having said
I did
that,
pull them both up at the same time. So let's find a
Crazy Dave is going to have to find me one that's more bloody.
How about that one?
Not bloody enough.
This one?
That one, yes.
Okay. All right, there.
Okay, this will be an equal
Here,
comparison.
Is that what you guys can see that one? Oh, yeah, that's bloody as hell.
Yes, this is an equal comparison to the piece I just had.
Okay.
Okay.
What you got? If you might better, then hey, you might better. You know. You got to give your honest opinion here.
Wow. I honestly can't tell the difference.
So when you picked up the both pieces that looked exactly the same, which I did pull them off at 140 equally.
Yep.
It's just that you got two pieces that were a little bit more bloody, a little bit more juicier, and that's when you had a hard time telling.
Right. But
because they both were aged for about 50 days.
So while I'm able to tell the difference in smell when they came out of the bag and out of the fridge, slightly different smell. The flavor, when they're cooked exactly the same, meaning the same rawness, tastes exactly the same to me.
And when the pieces came out pretty much cut, and the pieces themselves looked identical when they were cut because you have different ends of the steak. If we got the same cut from the same steak, then it was very hard to tell.
I can't tell the difference.
All right, cool.
So they are both really good.
All right, guys, we're coming up. Crazy Dave. Okay, guys, so you heard from Crazy Mommy. Now, Little Coffee being again, she's under the weather, so she's not going to be on camera. But let's try it. Now, Crazy Mommy made a very interesting point in that even though the steaks got pulled at 140 internal, that you have different ends of that steak that unfortunately can't cook at different temperatures. And when you cut into the steak, some sides are juicier than other. So when I actually gave her that test, she was right. I gave her one that didn't have as much juice as Umai, and that kind of threw her off because that's her taste. She wants it bloody as can be. In my family, we like to cook on a medium rare, so we want to please everybody. Also, when I'm giving it to my neighbors, I don't want to give them raw meat either. So we understand that. So let's dig into this thing. Let's see what I say. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go with familiarity, and I'm gonna try mine. Now, that's mine. I mean, juicy. We do the bend test. You can see that the fibers are, pulling apart here. Not really tender, but I mean that's pretty good. Let's see what this comes out with. I don't get any of the blue cheese note. That's good. Because remember, guys, in my family, out of all the ages we like, if you like a good steak, but you don't want the blue cheesy or the funkiness, 50 days is that magic number that I found to like. And that's really good. I mean, it mingles in the mouth. Tender. and that's really good. Let me get a napkin real quick. I want to clean my fingers real quick. But that's pretty good. That's really good. Kind of like Crazy Mommy said, it's got that familiar flavor that in my family we're used to. And that's really good. Let me go and finish this one up real quick. That's really good. Now, I'm going to grab almost the same kind of piece, and that's going to be probably most likely this one right here, where it's kind of a little bit pink still in the middle. So we're going to grab that one. That is the Umai. And that's the other side of it. And what I noticed here, same thing, same tenderness. It pulls apart. Same kind of deal. Now let's go ahead and see what this thing tastes like. Now it's pulled off really good. That's actually really good. Again, really super hard to tell the two apart. Now, to be fair, the one thing I noticed with the Umai, and I noticed it even when I was cooking, it seemed to be more tender, yes. As far as the flavor, they're right there neck to neck. So I think mine may have been more tougher, if you want to call it that. And the Umai, and good for you guys, Umai, that it seems to come out almost like when you can shred it like roast beef. That came out really good. So as far as tenderness, I have to tell you, Umai, yeah, in round 2, Umai won. And as far as tenderness, flavor, that neck to neck, guys, that's amazing. And I don't know if the Umai is tender because of the different humidity, and I'm going to post the charts on that. You guys can look at that. It seems like the Umai had lower humidity, okay? So I don't know if maybe lowering the humidity made it more tender. I'm not a scientist on it. I don't understand that. But guys, honestly, that's my opinion, and you saw my wife's, that Umai, you got 2 thumbs up, man, okay? And Crazy Dave, we still got 2 thumbs up, but Umai, tender, okay? But guess what? We got the neighbors, and the neighbors have no clue about dry aging other than Crazy Dave feeds them. So I'm gonna go ahead and off camera, I'm gonna walk the neighborhood. I'm gonna pull up that chart. Let me put this in my mouth real quick. Yeah, that's good. Pull up that same familiar chart that you guys saw last time. I guess it was a runaway. Remember that chart? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my neighbors. I'm gonna visit them and explain the rules, except for the camera shine. So guys, thanks for watching. We'll be right back with a final thought. Well guys, there you go. That's Onyx. He's going to be taste testing. Oh, I guess he walked away. That was the Umai, but okay. Now, let's go ahead and try the Umai with Indy and Liberty over here. Come here, girls. Come here, Indy. Indy's thinking about it. No, she likes the Umai. Let's see, you like the Umai? That's Umai. Okay. What about you, Liberty? Come here, Liberty. What do you think of the Umai? You like the Umai? Okay. Now, let's go ahead and try Crazy Dave's. Okay. Okay, you guys ready? Okay. Indy, this is Crazy Dave's. Let's see what you think. Smell it. You like that one? That one good? Okay. What about you, Liberty? Smell it. So who's the winner? Which one do you guys like better? What was it, Onyx? I think Onyx said something. Let's try it again. Here, Onyx. What does Onyx think? Well, the Onyx likes Dr. Umai. And let's see if he looks up. And if he does, we'll give him a small piece of the Crazy Dave's over here. Okay, there we go. Onyx, here you go. Onyx. That's Crazy Dave's. He's thinking about it. Oh, he just dogged me on the Crazy Dave. All right. Well, guys, coming up, I'm going to give you that review for my neighbors. Stay with us. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Hey, guys. So, welcome back to Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Okay. So, I went to my neighbors and I tried knocking on all the doors and seeing who would answer, who would try my dry aged steak. And I was really surprised that people that answered said, Dave, I can't. I go, why? They all got the flu. Okay, it seems like everybody's got the flu, so I didn't have a lot of taste testers this time, but I did get a few. Now, I did the same thing. I give them the meat. I said, okay, try A or try B, and then write your comment. Okay, so just like we did last time, we're going to kind of show you the comments here. This one here says, on A, more flavor. On test subject B, good, but not as much flavor, and they wrote or circled the word somewhat. Okay, so that's kind of A, the winner there. All right, let's put it up the side here. All right, the next one says, good texture, good seasoning, tender meat. Okay, this one here says this one, both were good, but I liked A better. And same thing with B being a somewhat, that the B, stronger taste. Now this person, I asked them off camera what they meant by stronger taste, and they said that it was a little more beefier. They kind of didn't like that. Okay, the next one, a circle, A plus, no really comments here. And then on B, they liked it, but they wrote slightly more smoky, and I asked them about that, and I tried commenting and said, hey, was that the grill flavor? They said no, it was a really hard flavor for them to really understand or explain. And I think what they ended up talking about was they felt that it tasted a little bit more beefier, a little bit more blue cheesy, a little bit more agey, kind of like a meatier smell. Not really the smoke from the grill. All right, and the last one says, this one says A. They liked A, they said smoky with a little comma, not really much. And then B they liked them both equally, but they said B was slightly cheesier. And that ended up being a lot of the comments that we saw on the B, that they noted that the B seemed to have a little bit more of the funkier flavoring to that. And when they all went through this, they wanted to have A. And the way I can show you is A versus B is, let's have a little coffee bean here, show you this is what's left on A. Which means that these guys went for seconds, if not thirds. And as you see, here's B. B has a lot more meat left on the tray. So let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit, and we'll just show you side by side. Here's the A, here's the B. Okay, now, whose is whose? Well, honestly, the A was Crazy Dave. And I was really surprised that A came out a winner this time. Remember last time when I did the Umai versus Crazy Dave, and I used my fridge for both of them, that Umai was the winner. So this one being a more of a true test of a dry aging fridge versus your home fridge, it seems that Crazy Dave actually came out on top this time. And I was really super surprised. But guys, I'm not dishing on Umai. Umai's a great product. I thought it was more tender, a little bit different flavoring. Side by side, I had a hard time telling the difference. Guys, there you go. Umai versus Crazy Dave. Who won? It's up to you to decide. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. I'll see you next time.